Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to another episode of the Smoking Jacket broadcast. I am your host for tonight, Jey Ferg with Destination Herb. We got the analyst, Cheryl, and my man, House. So it's the three of us. We're a couple hands down tonight. Chris is on his honeymoon vacation with his beautiful wife. So congratulations to them on their wedding anniversary. Stoney should be joining us, and of course, we know Miss Vanita. She's off in that truck somewhere in the world, and we got to shout out them. Also, we got to shout out my man, Big Rob, and of course, we send our love out to our brother Chester. Can't be with us tonight. Oh, look, this Doc right now. He's back.
Yeah, I came back for a minute.
Yeah. So we here, man. Everybody's here. We live, and we just doing the introduction. So it's gonna let everybody just gonna
Good.
go around the room and talk about what we got going on. Cheryl, we're gonna start with you since you are the lady
Look,
in
I
the
just
house
had to
tonight.
stop in and drop in and say, thank y'all for, hosting the show. And I don't know what to say in Spanish or Puerto Rican, but we here in Puerto Rico having a good time, celebrating it up. Me and the wife and our first anniversary, so y'all be blessed. And I'm gonna wrap
I
it
just
y'all
love
later.
it. I just love it. Y'all got married on my birthday. That's a beautiful thing. That is grounds for success right there. You start off with a great day.
And in Libra season.
Exactly.
So, what's going on with me? Well, first and foremost, I gotta publicly say because there were so many people. Thank you to everyone that for the condolences from the passing of my dad. It's a process. Um, Actually, that day I went to a lounge up in Ocala. Shout out to Suite 306. They were very hospitable to me. I went over there once services and repast and all of that was over. And I had a good smoke and a toast to my dad. My dad helped cultivate my caring palate. Hey, Rob.
What's up,
Lots
Rob?
of lots of appreciation for brandies and cognac and scotch early on, and then I picked up the whiskeys and everything later on. So I'm smoking a wart and a Modelo Especial.
Nice.
Nothing going on yet. What's coming up? This is coming into October, so lots of events going on. I will be in Jacksonville for River City Smoke, which is October 17th through the 20th. So I will be there. We're going to help support those brothers. The first offering off the ground. It's kind of a reboot of a previous event, now defunct, I should say. And so, we're gonna put some smoke in the air and help them get to ground.
That's what's up. House, what's going on with you, brother?
Are you on mute or your
Yeah, you gotta
volume is down?
unmute. Yeah, you gotta unmute yourself, House. There we go.
Sorry about that. Another rough week at work, but we making it through. Just relaxing, smoking my Asylum 267 Midnight Oil. The first time I ever tried this smoke, so I'm trying to see how it comes out. And sipping on some Monkey Shoulder.
My
Nice.
favorite. I love that.
Chilling.
I
Glad to
see
be on.
Stoney trying to pop in from
Yeah.
his Hawaiian escapades.
Stoney! Rob, what's going on with you, man? Oh, you about to put the headphones on. You about to get serious.
Um,
Uh-oh.
Rob, we didn't do it, man.
he's gotta get fully loaded and on deck.
Rob, what's going on, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Mhm.
Chilling. My daughter got married on Saturday.
Oh,
I saw that.
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I got a
Congratulations.
little son-in-law now. Little
Did you
knucklehead.
have to give him a speech?
I stood up there. I said a little something. I don't think I don't think my ex-wife wanted me to say much of anything, but since when do I care, right?
Exactly.
Everything's lovely, man. Everything's cool. Just slow motion, baby. All y'all
Stoney.
looking good. All y'all looking fine.
What's going on, y'all? What's good, Jay? How you feel, brother?
I'm good, man. We got to shout out Benita. Benita's on the chat. Thank you, Benita, for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it.
No
Stoney,
doubt.
you just
What's
getting
up,
back
brother?
from Hawaii, huh?
Yeah, man. Just ran back in, so I'm not even getting a chance to go out and smoke. So I just got in the house and had to go put my shirt on real quick. So yeah, just getting situated, bro.
So you and Cheryl trying to make us look bad tonight, rocking your shirt. We forgot.
I'm just saying. I try to pay attention to details.
I'm on strike. I need better living wages.
It's coming. It's
I need
coming.
better living wages. Power to the people.
It's coming.
That's good.
It's
Sound
coming,
like them,
man.
sound like them Boeing employees.
But we got bigger
y'all be
problems.
killing people in them Boeing joints, man. You got doors flying off, wings folding up. Nah, I'm good.
We got bigger fish to fry. If these goddamn ports close down next week, we gonna have real problems.
Oh yeah.
I was following that today. I'm like, shit, I need to keep my joint, keep my whip filled up this week, because I don't need no problem with these gas stations.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you know what's so funny about that? Like, most people don't think about stuff like that on a regular basis, but it's so much of that stuff that moves the world that, something like this could if it goes all the way, it could be catastrophic.
Oh yeah.
Like
That and a power grid attack.
yeah. Damn Republicans, man.
Y'all speaking my language right there. Y'all speaking my language. I mean, people vote against their best interests every single time, man. You gotta pay attention to that stuff because it does affect you. I didn't care nothing about what I live 40 miles from Washington, D.C. This time in 2010 or 2011, I didn't care nothing about what happened in Washington, D.C. When I woke up on September 11th, my entire life changed. Yeah.
So that. So Stoney, I see them showing you some major love over at the SOTL Global, man. Congratulations on the article.
Hey, brother, appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Yeah, those are some really good, dope people, man. At the end of the day, it's about getting a chance and grow and show certain parts of the cigar culture itself that a lot of times haven't been tapped into. And again, shout out to you for being one of the founders of how things got started in this whole, I'd say, wave. People trying to get a chance to actually highlight cities and their cigar culture itself, because without you guys kind of being the spearhead and the grandfathers, that we probably wouldn't have that same opportunity. So I appreciate you, brother.
Well, I look like this, man. I think it was only a matter of time, because we launched in 2017, the same year as Atlanta Cigar Week, right? So
Yep.
the ball was already in motion. You know what I'm saying? It was like we launched in July and they launched in September. And so the ball was kind of in motion. And it's good to see people like yourself, take the baton and keep running with it, and keep shining light on your city and what you have to offer. But I always say, it's one of those bittersweet things. You know what I'm saying? It's like what they say, too much of a good thing ain't good for you.
Yeah. No
So
doubt.
it's like, so sometimes you gotta look at it as, while it's a good thing, everybody ain't in it for the right reasons and doing it for the right reasons. And that's where
True.
things start to get perverted and it gets turned into something else, you know. And that's kind of like my only pet peeve with it. Sometimes is like, you know, who's really in it for the right reasons and who's really doing it just to like what you were talking about earlier, Cheryl. You know, you're pretty much just being a culture vulture, and you see a window, so you say you just gonna jump in that window because hey, if I put cigars on it, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And again, I'm not knocking those people or anybody else. That's what you're into. That's what you're into. But at the same time,
Right.
it's like when you're a purist, you know, it's kind of like you want to say it, you want to see it stay pure to what it is and being part of the culture. That's kind of how I was when I was in the music business. I used to get very offended by certain artists that wasn't making quality music. 'Cause I'm like, yo, like, you know, y'all just milking the culture right now. You know, it's like you set a standard, and I guess that's in any industry that you're involved in. It's like you want to see it stay as pure as possible, and people do it for the right reasons, and not be a
Absolutely.
situation where it's like people just see an opportunity to come in and milk it and just come in and take, and not give anything back to the culture. So,
Yeah.
congrats to you, man. Hats up to you for continuing to do your thing, but also support others that's doing their thing as well. And that's important, you know. So that's kind of like showing your loyalty to the culture.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I appreciate that, man. And again, that's kind of what it's like I said, kind of bittersweet at the same time. You just have to go into it with genuine intentions and know pretty much what your goals are and what your role in the whole thing is, and make sure you stay true to that. And at the end of the day, I think people see that. That's kind of what's reflected throughout. And again, I'm always about trying to support and help other people to grow their business and things of that nature. Just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. You know, I always got open door people call and reach out to me, ask questions. I've been doing the same thing. I've had guys here, got a chance to talk to you over the years and things, trying to get your opinion and, you know, trying to get basic information and, you know, get some guidance in certain areas. So I think we just keep the ball rolling, keep passing that baton, bro. So I appreciate it.
So look, to go back to this whole port closing thing, you think that's going to affect our cigar prices?
Well, you know what? I miss the whole border thing because I've been in Hawaii the last few days, so I haven't got a chance to catch up on the news. I haven't seen anything, so literally, I'm just now getting back. So I'm kind of loose. Maybe y'all can enlighten me a little bit.
Yes, pretty much 7 of the largest ports in the country are threatening a strike come the October 1st.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and those 7 ports are responsible, I think, either 30 or 35% of the goods that come into this country.
Wow.
Everything from gas to food and everything else. So if those ports close down, then nothing's moving.
Yep.
I
Well,
would
I think that's
definitely say that for sure. I feel like the most limited things will skyrocket based on what's on hand. You know what I mean? If the in stock um, diminishing, what's the financial phrase? Diminish over returns.
But you know what's funny about that though? It's like even like during COVID and the 2008 housing crisis, right? And I don't know if anybody paid attention to this, but when these things happen and prices go up, when things allegedly level off, the prices never go back down to where they were,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You're
So
absolutely
my
right.
thing is, if the prices went up because there was a shortage, now there's no shortage, but the prices don't come back down. It's almost kind of like I forgot how to describe it. It's almost kind of like a artificial price hike, right? Like just figure out a way to get it because that's how it feels. It's like because they never because like you ever heard anybody talk about a supply chain issue in the past 2-3 years? So why are prices still up here? And that's something I think people need to really pay attention to because it's like, yeah, they go up because of shortage, but then the shortage is gone, and it's like prices, gas still high, food still high.
Well, I think
Rob,
one of the things that we see, or one of the reasons why we see that, is because of inflation. You know, a carton of eggs, a gallon of milk, a loaf of bread, a gallon of gas. Those things went up because back when they were passing out $600 checks to everybody, when they were passing out $1,200 checks to everybody, when families was getting, you know, that little stimmy check, I said it back then, and I'm saying it now. We're gonna pay for that.
Yep.
We're gonna pay for that. When you have a glut of money that just basically comes out of nowhere and then hits the economy, now you've got too many dollars chasing that loaf of bread. So what they're going to do is they're going to jack that loaf of bread price up to match the dollars that are chasing it. The problem is that when that money's gone and your wages don't rise, that was the stimulus check. That was a $600 check. When your wages don't rise to match that, when you don't got that $600 coming in every single year or every single month, like you had that one time before, now that loaf of bread is still inflated. Meanwhile, you're out that $600, and now you got to come up with the rest of that scratch. You know what I mean, to buy that loaf of bread. And so it's too much money chasing too few goods. And then just like you said a minute ago, if those ports close down, 35% of the imports into this country could be adversely affected. That's something to seriously think about. You know what I mean? Because now if you think you're going to Walmart and you're paying $99 for that nice little cabinet container to sit your fan on when you're smoking a cigar to blow the smoke out the window, now that $99 little cabinet, IKEA or someplace like that, now it's $125.
Yep.
You know, and it just, I knew we were going to end up paying for it, and now we're paying for it.
I feel like the inventory on hand, like if somebody, like it's the end of September, so if you were lean already and they haven't offloaded those barges to get stuff in, that affects the ripple effect from the brick and mortar to the customer. I mean, it was already exponential, right? Because some states are levying to really kind of do away with this thing that we love here in different ways. I'm interested to see how that's going to affect the small brick and mortars. The large retailers like CI or some of those, I feel like they have enough inventory on hand that they'll survive however long it may go on. I mean, who knows? They may be ratcheting up prices right now as we speak. I think it's incumbent upon us as a consumer to look at what the cost increase was over the last 2 years versus what's going to go forward on 10/2.
Because most brands increased their prices over the past 2 years. There have been slight price increases on most cigar brands over the past 2 years, but it hasn't been significant enough to where we actually felt it, because it was cents, you know what I'm saying? But you talk about, you increase something by 75%, 75 cents, 25 cents, 50 cents, you don't really feel that too much. But when you talk about, right now, the cheapest gas in my neighborhood right now is $2.89 a gallon, right? Now, if I go from paying $2.89 a gallon and I'm back to paying $4.75 a gallon, I'm gonna feel that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big difference. That's a big hit. And like you said, a carton of eggs right now with $5, if that goes to $8-9, is like, that's crazy.
Well, we're talking about importing. Think about exporting. Think about all the stuff that will be stockpiled here that can't get out, as it relates to a handful, I guess, of U.S. Farms here that may export their product out. One in particular, I'm not going to name just because he doesn't appreciate our dollar, so he shouldn't get any shine on anything else he has.
But
and people here locally know who I'm talking about.
So like one of the things is like, okay, if these prices start to increase, right? And again, most people, like you said, Stone, you've been away, you've been watching the news or whatever. You know, I think it's going to hit a lot of people like a ton of bricks. I think it's going to come out of left field for a lot of people. That's when the chaos. That's when the chaos is going to come in. If people are not aware of what the heck is going on. Now, I did see something interesting online, and I was it made me think about it a little bit. So there's a port in China that's completely automated.
Yep. I know.
Like it runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, completely automated. You know, and I'm thinking like, wait, could this be a ploy for them to try to push that forward as we need to go automate? Like, it's so you just never know what these people got up their sleeve, man.
Well, that's what's going on with the whole AI movement now anyway, is to try to make those things. So you can kind of see that being a way of the future. And of course, China leads a lot of times in the industry. They like to look at the U.S. as being the leader, the global leader. But at the end of the day, China's always so much further advanced in certain things from a technological standpoint that you can see that kind of being the thing now with the whole AI and people trying to replace jobs, things of that nature. It's a matter of time. It's going to happen. It's a matter of time.
Did you see any automation at the airport? Because I see a couple of airports, probably European, that, you know, from the time you show up with if you're checking a bag, you just drop it in the tunnel, you weigh it yourself, you put in all your information that you would normally put on the tag, you know, to put on your bag, and give it to, you know, the desk agent. But now it's all self-help, kind of like the kiosk. You put your
Yeah,
bag in there. Once you print the ticket out, it closes and it shuttles it off to probably down to what Charday does, you know, to get it on the aircraft. So
yeah. It's a lot of airports in Europe and in Asia that has that technology now, to where once you get to the airport, like it's pretty much everything is automated. You don't go to a counter or nothing. You just drop your bag as soon as you pull up, and it just goes.
Well, take a look at I think a lot of that stuff starts here. Number one, a lot of the stuff that China has, the intellectual, they are intellectual thieves on a level that like just they steal most of the technology from us. And that's why a lot of people, like you were saying a second ago, Stone, a lot of that stuff, a lot of people think that the United States pretty much leads. We do. Our technology development in this country is second to none. The problem is that we're so lax with our defense that, industrial espionage, the Chinese are masters at that stuff, and they take that stuff back to Shanghai. They'll take that stuff back to Hong Kong and just pervert it and work with it and work with it. Look at like Robo Burger. You go to you could go into McDonald's now and they've got screens where you used to stand in line and place your order with a human being behind a register and they would put it in. And that was every, 15, 16-year-old kid's first job. It was my first job, punching, yeah, there you go, Cheryl.
I
It was
worked
our
on the
first
corporate
job.
side, but I still had to learn, they made everybody go through that. And even with what you're saying, Rob, I saw a video clip. Chick-fil-A has a little it's kind of like a little, I don't even know how they're powering it, but they're actually, it's like a little mini car. They put the food in.
Oh, and it delivers it to your
and,
house.
and it delivers it to your house. You get out. There's a camera on the side. They open the lid. You get your food out. You come. You stand in front of the camera. You show that you have it. It takes a picture. It closes, and then it backs out. That was in Atlanta.
But see, a lot of that stuff is because of increasing the minimum wage to $15 and $20. It's cheaper to just invest in robots. It's cheaper to invest in that because I'm going to spend $100,000 on that once.
Yep. And more
whereas I got to provide benefits. I got to pay this kid $20 an hour. I got to make sure they come to work on time. They're properly dressed. They have the proper attitude. And then, I have to hire a fleet of people to run all this stuff. You know what? Instead of, how much is that going to cost me for a year? I would rather just get rid of all that and just go ahead and put screens in there as a kiosk. I would rather go out and just buy a delivery vehicle and have it to, even Amazon played with that back in the early 2000s when they had drones dropping packages on your front lawn, and flying away. It's becoming cheaper. As technology goes on, it gets cheaper and cheaper. Look back to the computers that we're on right now. Remember the big old television? They look like televisions. They weighed 20, 30 pounds. Now everybody's got a flat screen.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a flat screen TV. I remember the television in my living room when I was a kid. You weren't picking that up and running out the house with it.
No,
you
my
weren't
dad was a systems analyst engineer,
Big old
and
pencil
the
rays.
computer room, with the whole wall was, boards and all that kind of stuff. I I wonder from the industry standpoint, there are some cigars that are machine rolled. I think by and large, everybody on here smokes hand rolled. So it's kind of it lends me to think that one of the arguments would be, well, there's less spoliation in my industry. That would be theft, product that's not sellable, and those types of things. So I don't know, since this is a luxury item, if they could fully go to that, since it's such a hand tooled
Yeah,
process.
I
I
think
think
it's
it's
I
a
think
cost thing.
yeah, I think it's one of those. Well, you got to understand too, the costs that they're doing it for over there, they could never do that here.
Right.
That's the thing. It's like they can
Labor
keep that
wise.
long,
You're
right,
absolutely
labor
right.
wise, and they can keep that cost down and overseas, but there's no way they could do it here for that price.
Oh,
And that's
you couldn't build an iPhone here in the United States.
oh no way.
I'll pay $1,000 for this, right? I'll pay $1,000 for this, but if they built this was built probably most likely in China. It's an Apple product, but if you built this same thing in Milwaukee, it's a $9,000 phone.
Yep.
And there's no way in the world that we would be able to afford. So I mean, it does have its positives. But Cheryl, to what you were saying a second ago, if you take a look, yes, this is a niche item, hand rolled cigars, but how they can affect us because we're such a small portion of the population that actually indulge in this type of lifestyle. You know what they can do, and House, you can testify to this with me. They can jack the taxes through the roof.
Yep.
Mhm.
And that's
Yeah.
the very first thing that Maryland did was they instituted, what is it, a 30% tax or something like that,
Mhm.
House,
Yep.
that they hit us with back in the early 2000s.
Yep.
And it's like they could tax the hell out of us to the point where it's like this right here, this cigar, when I first started smoking the Undercrown, which is my go-to cigar, everybody knows that, it was an $11 stick. This is a
Yeah,
$13.75 stick. You add
it's true.
you add a 30% tax on top of that, and it almost becomes unaffordable.
Yep.
Yeah, I can only imagine now because here in Chicago we got 36% tax on our cigars, and of course something like this can cause that to grow even more. So you got certain people complaining because they have some of these larger, big stores that can sell the cigars at a different price, but if you have somebody else at these local lounges trying to sell them, when they get hit with all these taxes and things of that nature, then it's almost like you said, it's unaffordable.
Plus your point of sale, having a discussion earlier this afternoon regarding, if you use your credit card or a credit transaction, you know, that
Easy.
cost is passed back to you based on whatever the fees are that the card company is charging on the credit card. On the debit card, it may be a little less. But if you're talking about buying 3 or 4 sticks at a time, I know in Atlanta, I bought uh, two, well, two of each of uh, well, now Luciano brand and then Conscious Cigar, but I paid $70. And once I got over that sticker shock because I was supporting, um, I didn't even look down at the receipt to see what the other taxes were because that was strictly on the product. And I know what those cigars are retail. Um, so I paid almost double.
Yeah.
I
So
went to a lounge locally, and I think I bought 2 cigars and 2 drinks, and it was like $85. And these weren't like nothing crazy. I think it was like, I don't remember what the cigars were. They weren't like normally, expensive cigars, but normally, because I'm spoiled here, normally I can get a good cigar for, $6, $7. I can get a good cigar, but you go someplace and it's like you buy 2 drinks and a cigar, you spend $80. It's like, what the hell? It's like you can't function that way. So that's what I'm saying. Like if this thing goes, crazy, I'm curious to see how that's going to affect the prices of cigars. And I don't think most people are paying attention to it. I don't think most people are even aware of what's going on. But in a week from now, things could all change. Unless somebody jumps in here and makes it, last minute whatever. But it's something to think about. So fill your goddamn tank up. Come this weekend, you better fill up, because you never know.
Well,
I,
you know how it is in here in Florida, and we've got Colleen about to hover over us. So while it's illegal to gouge, and they have hotlines and whatever for it. I think from a goods and services standpoint, um, it's going to be down to who can actually afford to sustain it as a consumer, and then how does that impact the retailer
Yep.
that's got to sell it, and then they're stuck with inventory that what are they going to do? They can't afford to mark it down, but at the same time they can't afford to sell it because they got to have a buyer.
That gas price you're talking about serious. I heard Jay talking about the 289 in Chicago. We haven't seen 2 nothing in a long time. And literally, I just came back before I had to fill up the rental car before I take it back. And the gas there was almost $5 a gallon for just the 87, the low, not even premium. So I could just imagine what kind of impact this may have and have that domino effect. So yeah, definitely got to be mindful. So I'm definitely gonna put that in mind. And every car I got in the morning, I'm filling them all up just on the safe side.
People better be getting ready to vote. I'm telling you, because
Look,
Yeah.
Stoney,
we getting ready to
Stoney is
might
the
go to
real
war.
fly jock of the cigar community because you clock miles, bro. You that's one
Yeah.
thing nobody can say about you. You support whenever and wherever, but I'm quite sure that was probably playtime. Did you get to smoke while you were out there?
They got some very strict laws, but they get a chance to smoke once. A little disappointed I didn't get a chance. There's one lounge called Bricks and Stones I got a chance to look into, but like I said, the hours were crazy, but they had so many restrictions at the hotel I was at. They had a festival, I was able to get a chance to sneak a little smoke in, but outside of that, no. Cigars were just pretty much, yeah, it was just real strict down there. I mean, even on the beach, no smoking. I mean, they got so many different laws in Hawaii about just smoking with definitely limitations. So, yeah, it was tough.
Definitely no smoking on the beaches in Mexico either. Not at all.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. I know.
Yeah.
I never understood this whole. If you outside, we outside.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I can get with you with your indoor stuff, but we outside. Like, come on, like,
And
relax.
they were strictly enforcing too. I saw somebody walk past even vaping. They was on them. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to get fined or detained, so I'll keep it moving. I know it ain't that serious. I'll wait till I get back.
See, my ass to be
I
locked
did
up.
I did
I'm a
see
rule maker.
some of the someone I know went to one of the islands, and it's very, very lean there in terms of a lounge per se. They're really more like retailers.
Yeah, smoke shops everywhere.
Yeah, there's no lounge, if
Yeah,
you will.
they,
It's what on the mainland of what we would consider to be a lounge.
yeah, they only had the one that I was trying to get to, and the hours were crazy. And two of the they get closed 3 of the days of the week, and they didn't stay up. Nobody stayed open late at all. So yeah, it was a lot. When you try to figure everything else out, but it was smoke shops popping up all over the place though. So yeah, that was pretty much no traditional lounge whatsoever.
But was
Yeah,
that more marijuana?
Well, they
Driven?
technically smoke shops. I mean, they had a very small limited selection of cigars, but it was mostly for vape. It did have some things as far as marijuana, but of course that was kind of behind the closed doors in the back. They didn't want you to see, but it was that type of vibe for the most part.
yeah. See, I'll be like, yeah, I can't do this. So I'm going on my travel Hawaii X. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, last time I went, they didn't have as many restrictions they have now. Because back then, I was able to smoke over there. We was able to smoke at the beach, as long as you away from a certain distance from any opening as far as doors, whether that's the hotels. They allowed it now. No, they've definitely cracked down on everything. They want to make sure. I mean, they're so strict at everything, even when it comes down to fruits and things. From an agricultural standpoint, certain things you can't even check in. That's why you have so few insects flying around there. I mean, everything they do is very different, but it's at least they keep the ecosystem a certain way by doing. That's why they want to keep everything in place.
Yeah,
I
well,
will
there was
say, what from Cali to the Brother of the Leaf that has a son that's stationed in Alaska, and it's kind of thin there. Like just from getting goods over there, probably not that they can't or wouldn't, but the opportunities are not there. So he brings whatever he's going to smoke from California up to Alaska.
Yeah, I had plenty of cigars with me. It just matter I couldn't smoke them. So I was looking for that to be the opportunity because I knew I sell cigars, so I know. So I just bring my own little personal inventory to bring. We wasn't gonna be a problem. It's just more so trying to find a place so I wouldn't have that problem. But yeah, it was tough.
yeah, I don't have problems, bro. I'll tell you right now, I'll be like, whatever, man. I'm about to smoke this goddamn cigar, whether y'all like it. Fuck.
So that was really like being in Savannah, but on steroids, because they very strictly adhere to our Clean Air Act. So unless
Mm-hmm.
the establishment, like a restaurant that gets a special permitting to allow that, then it's a certain percentage of the venue that they allow to smoke. But yeah, there's no outdoor, there's no any of that.
Now,
I
Stony,
always thought that was crazy.
is that a
I always,
cigar rule? Is that a cigarette rule too?
Yeah, any kind of smoking. Yeah, any kind of smoking.
I
Because
always
out
thought that
here,
type of stuff was crazy, man. You know what I mean?
on
Like
my,
they got Clean Air Act this and you can't smoke that. Meanwhile, you got factories in India, you got factories in China belching out smoke into the atmosphere by the metric tonnage. And we're the ones over here being forced to drive electric cars that nobody wants except for you, House. Nobody wants your little raggedy ass Tesla. You know what I mean? You and your Elon Musk special. You know what I mean? I'm gonna smoke my cigar. I don't give a damn. Yo, go ahead. I'll pay you a little raggy, funky ass fine.
Fill your $80 tank up and that lasts for 2 days.
That's all right though. You know what? You know why? Don't have your windows down at the stoplight because I'm gonna put all that smoke right in your vehicle.
I don't care.
so you talking about like that? When I drive a pickup truck, so I'm just saying I'm in the same boat. $80 fill me up. That's man. Look, hey, I'm to the point now. If you tell me to
Guzzling.
come somewhere, it better be about some money. 'Cause I ain't coming just to hang out.
Exactly.
Shout out to
I
our
can.
sister the Leaf in the chat, Miss Leah Yvette. She's up in Connecticut, so I'm curious to know what lounge life is like up there, and what some of the rules and regs are in reference to the Clean Air Act, because that's really what all of this falls under, and how the government has been slowly easing their stopgaps for those of us who love to leave.
Oh yeah.
Well, I got a F-250 that was built in 2002, so there are no smog regulations. It's a diesel 7.3. You know, there is nothing on it. It goes straight from the engine, straight down the exhaust pipe, straight out to the atmosphere, and there's nothing they can do about it. So
you guys out here just belching all through the air, just
straight up, and the more you hate it, the more I love it.
Is that diesel?
You
Right.
You can't go to emissions. You can't. They don't make you get emissions testing on that.
Nah. 2002, they didn't have now
okay.
they got those. What is that DEF stuff? That DEF you got to pour in there.
Yeah.
With the 6.0s and the 6.7s and the 6.5. I don't have that on mine. Mine is just straight raw turbo diesel. You hear that turbine spin up? There's something bad coming behind it.
You got to make everybody rolls their windows up when they stopped at a stoplight next to you. All that smell, they be like,
well, if it's not the music that's pouring out of my windows, it's the smoke that's coming out of the back of the back of the truck. So somebody you're getting something when you stop at a light next to me. You're getting something. If it ain't cigar smoke, it's going to be the diesel exhaust. If it ain't that, it's going to be the music. If it ain't that, it's going to be the turbo. You know.
Well,
y'all keep saying
LOE, so who's gonna check you? You LOE. So hey.
I mean, trust me, we get checked too. Don't. I just got pulled over. I got pulled over in my Trans Am last month. State trooper walked up to I got a little smoky in the bandit joint, and
nice.
It was nice last month. It was like 75 degrees, wasn't too hot. Nice. Just got off work early, put all the windows down, had the stereo up. I'm coming down 75 301 South. You know what I mean? I'm just laid back, chilling. I come over to Rise, man. I look up, state trooper sitting right there. I'm like, oh, don't jump. As soon as I pass him, he jumped right out on me. I'm like, who pulls over a car like mine? So first I was gonna make him earn this traffic ticket. I was gonna make him earn it. I was just gonna get down on it. You know what I mean? Let's see how fast your little Ford Explorer really is.
Do you have a T-top on that joint?
No, I got the coupe. I ain't got the T-top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
did he give you a ticket?
Now he walked up to the side of the car and started yelling out Smokey and the Bandit quotes.
Oh Lord!
So,
you got a fan.
Yeah, so we spent. I'm like, dude, like really. After a while, I'm looking at my watch. Like, it's nice to sit here and talk about Burt Reynolds and stuff with you, but I'd like to go home. So he gave me a warning, on the speed, and I rolled out. But,
yeah, I just recently watched those shit. I think they're on either Netflix or Hulu. They got all three of them. I went back and watched them. I actually loved the movies as a kid growing up.
Yeah, another good one is Cannonball Run, the original Cannonball Run.
Yeah.
Did you know that Jackie Chan was in that joint?
Yep.
I had no idea Jackie Chan was. What was it? 1978 that was made. I think the original Cannonball. I had no idea Jackie Chan was in that joint. And so was my man Sammy Davis Jr.
Yep.
Y'all give me more and more reason not to retire here in Chicago, especially talking about these emissions. Because back here, I had to bring I had a '74 Pontiac Grand Prix, and I had to pass emissions on that just to be able to get to stay up here in Illinois. Because I brought us from down south, down in Alabama, and they didn't have no emissions there. But up here, they're very strict. So I finally had to get it up to code to pass the emissions here, just to qualify as an antique vehicle, and not get those places have to keep doing emissions every year. So yeah, I missed some of those things. I'm in the wrong state, I think. With high tax and emissions, I got to think about seriously considering a move after retirement.
The baddest car movie in the entire world was filmed in Chicago. The baddest car movie in the world. I'm gonna let you think about that. You got to think about it for a second.
I know it wasn't the Blues Brothers, but
yes, it was the Blues Brothers.
Okay, all right, there you go. All right,
Blues Brothers.
Okay, all right, I'm with you on that.
when they was
You're on a
chasing
mission
him and they
from
was
God.
underneath the L on a mission
Yeah.
from God. The
Yeah,
gotta go see
I'm
the
with you. Okay, all right.
I like the part when he picked up old boy from outside the prison. He said, "It's nighttime," and you. He said, "I just got out of jail, and you picked me up in a cop car."
Legend. That's a classic.
That's one of my favorites.
That's
You're gonna make me go. You're gonna make me go pull that movie up, find that movie somewhere.
Yeah,
yeah, man. James
Said,
Brown,
They don't make it.
everybody.
yeah.
They
Ray
don't make it like
Charles.
that no more, man.
Yeah.
And if they
Aretha
remake it, they
Franklin.
butcher it.
Yeah, you think about Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles, James Brown, all over that movie.
Yeah.
Now
Now,
everything is.
Jay, you gotta pause for the cause. We don't have Chris since he's honeymooning 2.0. You gotta put your Destination Herf promo.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta put your clip up.
Oh, hey, look. That's above my pay grade. I'm just here trying to operate.
Well,
I'm just trying to figure out how to operate this little thing here. This is my first time. This is my first time doing this, so y'all gotta bear with me here.
so you'll have to tell the people about Destination Herf.
Destination Herf. January 5th, 16th through the 19th, 2025. Sponsored by Caldwell Cigars. And we got something special coming. So I got a call from Caldwell the other day. And, they just dropped the Long Live the Queen Maduro. So
I
he was
can't
like,
wait.
hey, what do you think about if I made a special box press Lancero of the Long Live the Queen Maduro just to give out on Destination Herf? I said, hell yes.
Yeah,
So,
hell yeah.
so
Please
we're
and
gonna
thank
have
you.
that cigar, that size is only gonna be available at Destination Herb. It's gonna be a Long Live the Queen Maduro box press Lancero that's only gonna be available in your swag bag at Destination Herb.
Oh
So if
wow.
you
All
trying
right,
to get
folks,
your
you heard
hands
it
on,
here.
yeah, so that's gonna be something special. And then next week, so we're adding a golf tournament this year. So then he was like, yo, why don't we do a giveaway? And I was like, okay, cool. So we're doing a giveaway. We're gonna start running the promo for it next week. But the winners of the promo that wins the tickets, not only do they will pretty much be with him all weekend. So you'll play on his. If you don't play golf, you're gonna have to figure it out. But the winner gets to play on his golf team, and you get to sit at his table during the dinner. So pretty much, if you win those tickets to Destination Herf, you'll play on the Caldwell Cigars golf team, and you'll be a part of his foursome, and you get to sit at the table with him and his crew doing the dinner and all of that. So it's gonna be pretty cool. So I'm gonna probably drop that promo next week. And start,
Nice.
it's gonna be real simple. We're gonna make it real easy for you to win. We're not gonna make it too complicated. But yeah, so we're gonna drop that next week. But yeah, January 16th to the 19th, 2025 is year 4 Destination Herf. We're looking forward to having everybody here, and we definitely want to make this, one of the best years ever. Because year 5, the 50th anniversary, we got something real special planned for that. So we definitely want to see everybody in Miami in January. Come hang out with us. If you haven't been, trust me, you don't want to miss this. It's something different, something special, and we're definitely looking forward to having everybody down here. So swag is gonna
Wow.
be on point. We're gonna lace you with, hella cigars. We're gonna have all the cool shit, open bar all weekend. We're gonna feed you. We're gonna have seating for you, all that good stuff that come along with it, man. So if you haven't done so yet, jump on there, grab a ticket. Because look, I always say, Christy told me I'm not realistic, but I want us to be something special, and we try to keep it, as tight knit as possible. So everybody can have that one-on-one interaction with everybody. That's it really kind of connect and vibe, and that's what it's all about. It's like it's kind of like coming together as a real community and truly interacting with everybody and interacting with the brands that we have out there. So definitely grab your tickets. Come to Miami in January, and especially all you northern folks. It's gonna be cold as fuck where you at. So come down here and get some of the sunshine and hang out on the beach with us. Let's have a good old time down here in Miami. Shout out!
No
Let's give
doubt.
a couple shout outs to Sandra over at PC Cigar Society. She out here. Shout out to my girl JoJo Martinez. She's
JoJo
part of Destination Herb
What's up,
team.
JoJo?
Shout
I see
out
Shay
to
on there.
and
shout
CBJ
out,
Cigars.
yes, CBJ Cigar. Shout out to my PNC Jey Ferg, always
What
holding it
up,
down
Shay?
out here. But yeah, man. So everybody, I hope everybody got their shit together, man. Get ready for this election coming up in less than a month. Everybody got to get a little over a month to go before we got to get on those polling booths and make your voice be heard. Even though it don't really fucking matter, but whatever, But
And thank you
we
to
gonna
whoever gave me this Stolen Thrones. The Stolen Thrones. There. Wait, there. Um, I get stuff all the time, but can you see it?
I've been hit with it's a lot of good stuff getting ready to drop, man. Like I've gotten some emails over the past over the past week or so that I've been posting on my Smoke Easy blog. But there's some good stuff getting ready to drop, man. We got Mac Noodles dropping their holiday pack that's coming up soon. Definitely want to keep an eye out for that. Cohiba has their second edition of the Wellness / Cohiba.
Mm-hmm.
That's getting
Yep,
ready to drop.
saw that.
Uh, what else we got? We got
I'm in love with that box press Lancero by Cohiba, the
yeah.
purple label. Oh my goodness.
I haven't tried that.
Hey, don't forget now the Orleans Bistro is having that October London thing. That's on September 26th.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
just here. He was here
Am I
last
in?
Friday. Yeah, in
Yeah.
Miami doing it at City Cigar Lounge. How much
Yeah.
they charge you for that up there, yo?
I got the VIP because I sent. Remember when we had her on as a guest?
right.
I did that, so I got the invitation. So that's
Oh,
September
good.
26th. So right now I'm drive up and I'll be there for that event. So if I
Yeah,
get
he
a
has.
chance,
He's doing it with Placencia, so
yeah,
Mhm.
you're
Placencia.
probably going to get some nice sticks out of the deal.
Well,
I
speaking
know.
on that,
I know.
I'm sorry. I
Go
was just
ahead.
going to say, I know he's coming up here October 10th, and I'm actually going to the concert. I know he's going to be big on cigars. They're doing a meet and greet with him early. I love to try to get some kind of connection, have him at one of the local lounges here. I know that sell Placencia or whatever else. So if you get some contact information, please pass it on before he gets here, because I know it's in, about 2 weeks from now.
Yep,
So
I'll do that. I'll definitely do that.
I spoke to the guy at Placencia, and pretty much this is being put together by his team, and
Hmm.
Placencia is just kind of like coming and supporting it. So I know
Okay.
here they were charging $125 and $250 for VIP for the one that he did here in Miami. And the
Okay.
VIP, you got to come in an hour early, do the photo ops, and you got a signed box of Placencias with your ticket.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I don't know if that's something that they're
Nice.
gonna be doing everywhere they go, but that's the deal they had going on here.
Yeah, I'm trying to definitely catch it. Like I said, I got my tickets for the actual concert itself. They're offering meet and greet with them prior to the concert itself. I'm cool on that. I mean, I want to get a chance to meet the brother. I know he's a cigar enthusiast, and been hearing a lot about it, even when you're talking about the different event he's doing on the 26th. But I definitely want to try to get a chance to get him involved and see a lounge. I know a lot of people love to get a chance to meet him and see, cigar. His music off the chart. Everybody loving everything, his vibe, everything he's bringing to the music scene now is just kind of like a throwback, but at the same time, it's new. You know what I mean? So it'll be real dope. So man, definitely, if you can get them some contact info, I'd love to be able to set something up before he gets here,
Yep.
if there's possibility.
Yep, I'll definitely try to do that. And it also says smoking jackets encouraged on the invite. So they want you
Nice.
to wear smoking jackets. So, they want you to dress impressed. A lot of you get there at what time? I'm looking at it right now. We get there at there's a whole bunch of rules. You can't no in and outs, different stuff like that, which you expect.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't get there by 6:30. Doors open at 6:30, and he's traveling there with all intentions of arriving at 7 p.m. So he'll spend a little bit of time over there smoking and chilling out, and then the eventual thing is he'll migrate to the restaurant side of the spot. But he want to, smoke on the other side. So
That's dope.
and then they have photo ops too with people that want to take photos with him and all that. So so it should be pretty nice. But if I can get any contact information, and make sure he knows, about the podcast and get any of y'all's connections that you have for events, I'll definitely do that.
That's what appreciate it, brother.
Hit me up on the Facebook,
Got
I ain't one of them type of dudes who's gonna be, hey,
Yeah, right.
I'm not that type of dude.
Yeah, right.
I'm just gonna be in there smoking.
See a house in there. Please, can you sign my forehead?
No, I don't do that.
I'll never wash his hand again.
I chill in the corner and I'm smoking my stick and I'm just chilling in the corner. I'm not one of them dudes that's gonna be, because everybody gonna be running up to him trying to holler at him.
Yeah.
Talk to him, right?
Yeah. I think it's just really dope, the fact that he's a cigar smoker. He proudly talks about it on a regular basis, and that he's partnered up kind of with Placencia. And yeah, we got some different lounges here already in Chicagoland area. Of course, I know we'd love to get the opportunity to have them at their spot. So we can do something like that. That'd be really dope.
Yes.
How's the lounge coming together?
Good, man. I got the one TV installed. I still have my other 85-inch TV. I got to put back there. It's coming together. I'll see how it feels in the wintertime, because I'm thinking about still installing some heat lamps along the area but I have portable heat lamps, but they got those kind now you can just put up in the ceiling, come down. But it's coming along, man. It's nice. It's my, I come here and just relax, man, after work.
Nice.
And just it's comforting. I don't have to drive to. I ain't got to drive all the way out in Waldorf. I can just come home and.
Lifestyles of the rich and famous, y'all.
Nah.
Nice.
I'm blessed. I'm glad I did it. That was the best investment I did in my home so far. Besides my theater room, I love my theater room. I ain't gonna lie.
I heard that. We gotta get into a house.
Yeah. You gotta come in town. When you come in town, let me know, man. Come in
No
town.
doubt.
No doubt. Hey, I tell people, I invite people. Sometimes they just don't show.
I don't know.
Where's my invite? I invited you. You ain't show.
You ain't getting me up there and roofie me and have me sleeping outside.
Hey, especially Wait lives a little bit away from me. He's not around the corner. I got people right around the corner that you invite them and then they sometimes say they're coming. But we have, I have stuff over here. But
hey Rob, long as you ain't got no baby oil, you good.
Yeah, we been doing the Diddy stuff. We don't have the freak. What do they call that? What do they call it?
Freak off.
The freak off.
No, we got clearances over here. We got security clearances over here. So we don't get into none of that. We got security clearance. We got to act right.
It's so crazy.
I'm taking
it don't take motherfuckers no time. Somebody put out a flyer last week. They call the event the Freak Off Fridays.
Oh my God!
What?
Free bottle. Yeah, it said everybody gets a bottle of baby oil at the table.
Oh wow!
Let me know where that is so I can keep going in the opposite direction.
Exactly.
I said so. Then, man, I said
was that in Miami? Was that in Miami?
I don't know what city it was in, but somebody posted
it's in the slip and slide district.
I'm like, man, y'all just have no.
You've been to Miami Velvet out there in Miami.
I have been to look. I used to host parties at Miami Velvet.
Hey, I know about Miami Velvet out there. Ooh-wee. You don't know? Look it up. That's all I'm gonna say about Miami. Miami got everything. That's
everything.
Hey, if I can move to Miami right now.
I've been to Miami one time, and I ended up in a back alley someplace at some nightclub that it literally looked like somebody's basement door. We were a couple blocks from what is that, Atlantic Avenue or something like that. What is that? Is that Atlantic Avenue
Ocean
down there?
Drive?
Ocean Drive. There you go.
That's
And
South.
it was like a couple blocks from there. And I had a Lambo at the time, so they allowed me to park it at the door. I jumped out and I went into the door, and it was just like you walked into, like, it was just something crazy, man. Had 3 levels, had like a stage in the center, had balconies all the way around, and it was the dude from Friends that's dead now, but that's why I ended up smoking cigars with.
Hey,
He overdosed.
that spot. I've been to that spot. My boy that I was in the military with, we did a lot of stuff together. Can't talk about on this call, but he retired from the FBI. He was an undercover agent, and everybody knows him or his brother. His brother has a TV show on TV right now, but every time I go to Miami, me and him hook up, and we go to all the different spots throughout Miami. Stuff, So the spot you're talking about, I've been there. I can't tell the stories on this call.
It's a whole lot of celebrities in there. It's like it's off the beaten path.
Yeah. It is just unbelievable. Miami is just the most. People go to Fontainebleau, and look, when you go to Miami, go. If you're blessed to, or just inbox me and I'll tell you where to go. But just go to different places. Go to different places, because there's a lot of exciting things in Miami. But in downtown too. I hang out in downtown, but down in South Beach around Prime Hotel and all those, Smith and Belinsky's on certain nights down there.
Mm-hmm.
Miami is the place. It's just so expensive, but it's
you're gonna definitely pay for it without a doubt.
Oh, you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, that's how I was when I ended up in South Africa, man. When I was in South Africa, I ended up, man, over there in Cape Town in some hole in the wall, man. But it was a whole lot of tribal music, and when you got a good buzz on, and you're smoking a cigar in there, and it's just nothing but circular couches and tables, and you got the tribal music going, and everybody's having a good time, and the lights is flashing. I don't even remember most of the damn night.
Hey, it's nothing like spots like that. And that's why, when you go to Cape Town and you go to places like that, I always tell people, research where you're going when you go somewhere. Learn about the culture before you go there, number 2. And people that retire from the military, have been in the military, understand this. You learn about the culture before you go. You understand everything. You understand if you're with somebody, be with somebody, and have a buddy system. And number 3, you embrace their culture.
This is the first time hosting without me. Oh, there we go. Hey.
All right.
Hey, look, got a new friend at the bar.
What's happening, everybody? Hello.
Right here in Puerto Rico.
Hello.
Let's go, Turk. I can't. We got a Turks fan in here, Rob. That's my other Philly brother right there. But look here, just wanted to check in live with y'all, man. Told them about the cigar culture in DC, and all of my co-hosts, they from different parts of the world. But look, I'm not staying long. I just wanted to check in. Tim, my man here, he's kind of treating me real good here with this 18-year Macallan. So when he comes to DC, I got to reciprocate and do some things for him like no other. All right.
And you also got to put your teeth in.
Later.
All right, bro.
I see you guys. That is so cool.
All right, man. So look,
you looking like Dame Dash up in this.
Yeah.
All right, well, we at the hour and 3 minute mark, man. So we're gonna do our closing remarks, and we're gonna get out of here. Cheryl, what you got to end us with?
I guess we'll be staying tuned in the next couple of days to see what port activity we have. In the meantime, support your local brick and mortar, Black owned, and smoke good.
House, what you got?
Hey, let's congratulate Stoney getting his blessings. Congratulations on that. Happy birthday to you.
Appreciate that, bro.
Every revolution around this earth is something that we gotta we have to be blessed and thank the Lord above for our time here on this planet. And
Indeed.
number 3, I have a reserved table every Sunday at the Tender Box or the box. So anybody that's in town, you're welcome to come sit over there, talk mess, watch Eagles get beat, watch the Commanders get beat, watch all the madness get ready to happen. Everybody's happy because it's only 3 weeks in the season, and there's a lot of chirping going on. A lot of chirping in the first 3 weeks of the season. So I just want y'all, when y'all come in town, I got a table every Sunday. Every table. When you come in town, come to the box. I got a table for you to sit at. It's crowded, but I got a table. So
I don't know if you can talk shit about the Commanders right now. The Commanders looking real fucking good right now.
Hey, it's only 3 weeks in the season, and look who they played. Trust me, they will. The purge is coming with them.
Okay.
The purge is coming. It always happens.
I won't talk about my Patriots, but hey.
It happens.
Y'all about as bad as us. Yeah. Rob, what you got?
So, first off, feels good to be back. This is a limited thing because my job usually has, I work with the commissioners and the state senators from Annapolis on a regular basis on Tuesday nights and stuff. So it's kind of rare that I get an opportunity to drop in, but it's good to see all y'all. Number one, Stoney, big ups to you, man. It's good to see you again. Congratulations.
Thank you, brother.
Jay, I want to say happy birthday to you, brother. Cheryl,
Thank you.
Beautiful as always.
Thank you, love.
This damn guy.
Well, here go my Purple Heart hero. I love my hero. This is my man.
Now you
Sigma brother.
You did shit it all over my team, and now you're trying to clean it up.
That's not personal. It's business, brother. It's business.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, then I'm gonna say to you, Blue Fire. It's good to see all y'all, and remember to get out. Remember to get out and vote. You know what I'm saying? Get out. Make sure y'all get out and vote. Got my little cigar joint.
That the case?
Yeah, you know how I do.
Is that case orange?
Nah, it's bamboo.
Oh, okay. My eyes,
He said orange. Oh, y'all. I'm so damn slow. So, all right, y'all. But yeah, it's good to see all y'all, man, and glad to be back here, even if it's only for one night.
Your Luther Vandross voice.
Only for one night.
Stoney, what you got, man?
Yeah, man. Just like Rob was saying, man, it's great to see everybody. I appreciate the wishes. Like I said, I'm excited to get a chance to go. Actually, on the 11th, I'm gonna be heading out over to Phoenix to their second annual event. They're gonna be having their Smoke in the Desert. We got Brian Thompson, Red Level's gonna be doing this event there. I know quite a few other people from Super League Global Moves gonna be over there. Janine, a lot of different ones are gonna be down there. So I'm really looking forward to get a chance to hang out with them. Looking forward to already released the dates for next year's Chicago Cigar Week. So we're gonna put some information out coming soon.
Phoenix,
just stay tuned.
What's the dates for Phoenix, Tony?
October 11th through, I believe it may be actually October 10th. I may be leaving a day early, but October 11th, I think, through 13th.
Send me that stuff in my DM because I'm gonna post it on my Facebook page because I like sending that stuff out. Anything like Ferg, anything you got, like I always repost Ferg stuff. Send it to me too so I can post it.
No doubt, I'll send it to you, brother. Yes, sir.
Well, I just want to say again, congratulations to you, Stoney. Continue doing what you're doing. Shout out to everybody that sent me the birthday wishes on the past 2 days. I really appreciate it. Really blessed and thankful. Again, another trip around the earth. The good Lord has blessed me to see 53 years old. And I'm gonna take that for granted. You know what I'm saying?
He a baby.
Yeah, I'm a baby, man. But yeah, man, getting ready for.
So I guess I'm an infant then.
Getting ready for a busy season. We kick off. Next month. Next month's gonna be pretty crazy for us. We got I got Southeast Seafood Festival coming up. At the end of October, I got the Miami Heat golf tournament coming up on the 16th. So we about to be pretty busy here over the next few weeks with the events that we got coming up.
I gotta get down there.
I'm telling you, the Seafood Fest is something
Don't
special.
go, Cheryl.
I gotta get down there.
I'm only
Yeah,
coming
come
if
through.
Gabrielle Union gonna be out there.
Man,
Oh,
Miami is the spot, man. Miami is unbelievable.
it's
No doubt.
undefeated.
No doubt.
Shout out to our people that are doing Dallas
Smoke
Smoke
Fest.
Fest
Yeah.
coming up
Smoke Fest.
November 6th to the 10th.
Yeah, we
I
about to be.
wouldn't
It's
get
about to
caught
be.
dead
It's
in
about to be a
Dallas.
lot. A lot going on over the next few weeks, next few months. So shout out to everybody, man. But yo, y'all make sure y'all get out there, vote, let your voice be heard.
No
Absolutely.
doubt.
Definitely got to make sure that you do what you get, do your part.
Some of y'all
And
don't
again,
vote. Some of y'all just stay home. Do not vote. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Some of the people
and
in
do your
PA
do your research
don't
too.
vote.
Don't follow the propaganda machines that's out here spewing information. Do your own research before you decide who
Right.
you're going to vote for and whatever.
No doubt.
If I
Right.
ask you
You
what
and your
district you
family.
vote in, you don't know, don't even talk to
And
me.
and don't
I'm
talk.
I'm
Look,
quick.
y'all can get caught up in the hype of the presidential election, but those congressional seats, the House seats are just as important. Your local elections, just as
Absolutely.
important.
Yes,
So
sir.
don't get
Study
caught up
your
in the
sample ballot.
That's number
yeah, don't
one.
get caught up in the hype of the
Local
propaganda
election, number
machines.
one.
But there's so much more to this thing than just who's going to be president.
Because
But at the end
politics
of the
trickle
day,
up, not down.
exactly.
Exactly.
So get out there, do your part, and take advantage of the opportunity that you have. Because in a lot of countries, they don't have the freedom to do it like we have to do it here. So with that, man, thank you guys for coming on the show tonight. Appreciate all of you. Shout out to Chris out there celebrate this anniversary. Shout out to Vanita out there in that truck. Shout out
Happy
to
anniversary, Chris.
yes. Shout out to Chester. Sending him blessings for him and his family as well. Vanita, Cheryl, Stony, House, Rob. Appreciate all you guys, man. Love you guys. And we'll see y'all back here in 2 weeks for another episode of the Smoking Jacket Podcast. And we appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. And we love you. And we'll see y'all again soon.
All right now.
Peace.